Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a video about Sony's latest shotgun microphone. This is the ECM-B1M. It just arrived, and I've been excited about this since Sony launched it, and that excitement built up. It got a little bit lost in the shuffle in terms of my coverage, but I did just receive it on loan from Sony, and we're going to take a look at it now. So essentially, what's unique about this latest microphone, the price point being $350 roughly US dollars, a little under that. You get this carry case and of course dead cat to throw on there, a wind guard, is that it is a full digital array. So this is transmitting all of the audio digitally, but you must have a camera that is actually compatible with it. So it launched alongside the A7R IV, which I just recently got back in the studio. Excited about this camera. I believe it will also work with the A9 Mark II, which I have on the right, which is also a loaner right now that I'm reviewing from Sony. But what's unique about this, it has 8 microphone, I believe it's an 8 capsule microphone array, and then you have, Sony dubs it as, if I can remember correctly, a super directivity, essentially, what it's able to accomplish. And that's because instead of what a traditional mic can do, again, we're getting a signal that is purely digital, but as you can see right here on the back control unit area, and this just, hooks up on the hot shoe of your respective Sony camera, we've got super directional, which is that first setting. We then have unidirectional and then omnidirectional. So, basically you can eliminate or welcome whatever audio you're trying to capture with this shotgun mic. And trust me, generally, Sony has not been my go-to choice for shotguns. I'm a big fan of what Rode's been doing for years. But in this instance, I am very curious about this microphone's performance, because if it does as good a job as what I've seen and heard from most of the industry, then it is well worth it at its price point, and it does kind of knock everyone else off the block in terms of form factor and, more importantly, what it's able to deliver. So I will be testing it again with the A7R IV, which is the camera it launched alongside, and the A9 Mark II. Now, this will, as I mentioned, work with any Sony camera with a hot shoe. That is how it's powered. There is no internal battery on this microphone, but you will lose out on the pure digital signal that's being overlaid on your audio in camera if you opt to use it with other cameras. So be aware of that. You will lose out on that pure digital signal. Of course, I haven't used it yet, so I can't speak to exactly how much of a difference that's going to make, but that was Sony's big pitch back when this was announced alongside the A7R IV, was that it was the first microphone of its kind, and you better believe that does appeal to me. So other controls, your decibel level, filter, whether you're going digital or analog, of course, is right there, and your levels. So, which you can, select auto and just let it fly by the seat of the pants, or you can manually control. Of course, I will be manually controlling the levels, and it'll just be interesting to see how this performs. I expect really good things, as I already stated, because I've heard really good things, and I'm not trying to be funny. The audio on this seems fantastic, so it should be very interesting to see how it actually performs. And this is the first time I'm actually taking off the cold shoe piece there in order to mount anything on this A7R IV. It is brand new. I'm going to see how easily this actually gets on there, because I did see some feedback that said it's very tight, but that was pretty easy, right? I didn't see anything, no struggle, so I'm not going to say the struggle is real. And it's locked on, nice and tight. Little bit of bobble there I'm seeing, which maybe it could have used a little bit of a shock mount piece here, which you do get with most shotguns from major manufacturers. So I'm not sure why we have that much play. It could be intentional. We'll see what the audio is like. I'm just excited to finally have it in studio. And who knows, even though right now I do rely on the Rode Micros, which are fantastic. I love the Rode Micro lav system. I could see myself using this for on-camera work. It makes sense with the quality because it seems like it's just about as good as the lav I'm presently using. And the price is expensive for what it is, but not really if it is going to become your number one audio solution for just about anything. And the fact that it can pick up basically every direction makes it ideal for vlogging, for YouTube purposes like the video I'm shooting now. I just see it as a very versatile tool. So again, just a first look. I will get back to you with real impressions as opposed to my own anticipation and excitement. And hopefully it lives up to the hype. If so, you better believe I'm going to buy one. Any questions or comments, feel free to post them at that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.